Oh, hello! I am here in this wonderful outfit today because we are filming Gamenightathon the Lottery Edition TBR. So I got the washing machine on in the background. So yeah, there's some nice ambient noises, I guess, some reality if you're going into this video. But if you don't know about Gamenightathon the Lottery Edition, so Gamenightathon is a readathon that I hosted in July, and then I'm doing another round for here in December. I will link the description, the announcement video in the description box down below. But basically, it is a lottery type game, meaning you're gonna try and guess the winning numbers for a lottery. Everybody gets to have the five lottery slots to begin with, but you can unlock an additional 5 if you fulfill certain requirements. We are going to try and fulfill some of those requirements. I definitely don't think I can fill all 5 requirements, but basically the one that I'm going to, the one that you I feel like almost have to choose between is getting a bingo or doing the randomize your selection. You can combine them, but I don't want it in the way that it's easiest. So I'm going to randomize all of my prompts, which means that the chance of me getting a bingo is going to be very slim. So I will be filming my screen on my phone while I basically I can just hold it up to the camera, right? Because that's always so much work. We are clearly in a little bit of a lazy mood today. So I made a little wheel for this. This is definitely going to be too small for you guys to see, right? So I'm going to have to screen record. Okay, so we are screen recording, meaning we are going to do the first spin. So the result is first book BIPOC representation. So prompt number 4, BIPOC rep. I need a book that is written by a person of color or a Black or an Indigenous author, or that features prominent characters like that. Meaning that, what do we have as options? Basically a lot of my non-fantasy is going to be options because I've got a ton of translations down here. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books that are translated from Japanese, so all of those can already count. Then the Just Out Air is also written by a Black woman, I believe. Blood Over Bright Haven is an Asian woman. And then I don't specifically know too much about the other authors to be able to say for sure. Tasha Suri is also a Black woman or a person of color. So I have options for that one, definitely. But because of some of these extra requirements to gain extra slots, I'm going to be settling on my choices once I know all 5 of my prompts. So the first one is BIPOC rep, which I now have to remember for when I make my choices afterwards. Spinning again, second attempt, like trying to get that spin button. I don't know why I held it up to you guys. I don't think you can read it. Non-English. Same as my first prompts. All of these, almost all of the same ones that I mentioned earlier can go for this particular prompt. But I actually have an extra one because I also have a book written by a American Italian author, which was originally written in Italian. So this book can also count. So my bottom shelf is getting some work done on it in the month of December. And actually I have a book that I'm going to be reading for my 5-book prediction vlog, which I don't actually think I'm still going to be able to fit into the month of November. And that one is also not originally English, so actually that one can go into this spot probably. Next up. Winter vibes. That is actually the one that there's one that I want less, so that's not winter vibes. So I think for winter vibes, what I'm gonna have to kind of do is go for cozy, even though cozy is also a specific prompt on this board, just because I don't have a wintry book on my TBR, I feel like. So what is going to be the option for this is one of these two. So either what you're looking for is in the library or welcome to the Gamenightathon bookshop. Both of these feature books. Both of these have an animal on the cover. Sold. Yeah. Didn't see that. Forthright. An award-winning book. So, it doesn't have to be winning, by the way. An award-nominated book. A book that has been on some sort of an award list at some point of its lifespan. So, one that was hiding back here is Kindred by Octavia E. Butler, which could also definitely work for the BIPOC rep. I'm assuming Kindred has also been on some sort of an award. Inkblot Sister Scribe by Emma Torres, which is at the top there, has made it into the Goodreads Choice Award, so that one would also be an option. Same for the Just at Air or Some Desperate Glory. Down there, I don't know. Yeah, the Earth Transformed is a humongous book, which I'm definitely not putting on my December TBR. Aside from that, I'm sure some of those translated books might have also been on some sort of an award, but I'll only really look into that when I have my 5th prompt. So, final prompts for me to fulfill. Don't let it be the one. Okay, it's not ideal because it's cozy, and as I indicated, I basically like used cozy and wintry vibes for the exact same thing, because I really don't think that I have another book that fits this prompts. So my interpretation is that wintry vibes are cozy vibes. For me, winter is super cozy. So that actually basically already means that the first 2 books for this selection are chosen, because it will be these twos. So these two. I will be reading What You're Looking For Is in the Library by Michiko Aoyama. All I know about it is it's a Japanese translated book featuring a cat and a library. More I don't need. And then we have a Korean translated book, which is Welcome to the Gamenightathon bookshop, which is written by Hwang Borium, which all I really know about is that it features a bookshop. Like, I don't have much of a filter sometimes when it comes to book buying. If it's a translated book featuring books or cats, I'm there for it. So these are my first 2, and that will kind of guide, like steer my other choices, I guess, because I need to make choices that all kind of fit together. One of them is color on covers, so I need something with similar colors. The easiest color that combines these 2 is blue, because cats. Both of these have quite some blue on it. I think we could also go for black. This one definitely has some black on it. It's actually intended to be like dark blue, but we could say that some of that is black, and this one definitely has black on it. So for the BIPOC representation, Kindred definitely has black on it. No blue, that's definitely not an option for it. Scattered All Over the Earth is an option that I have, which I guess we can call that section over here blue, right? Black, we also have a very small amount over here, but for this prompt it didn't matter whether it was a lot or just a little bit. Then what I also still have over here is No Longer Human, which has black, not blue, so then it would have to be the black that I choose to go with. And the award-winning, actually, I think the easiest thing, so in terms of my, this is just going to be a chaotic video clearly. In terms of the extra slots, so we've gone for the completely randomized. I've forgotten the numbers of all of my prompts, so editing me will have to figure out whether I've magically scored the bingo or not, but let's just assume I haven't. So I can still unlock 3 other things, right? 3 other bonus slots. One, if all of my covers are TBR books, which I'm definitely going to be doing. Another one if they all share the same color on the cover, and another one if they all share the same prompts. And based on what I've currently got as a selection here, I think the easiest prompt to combine will be the non-English one, because I just have a lot of non-English books on here, and I already have 2 books that I've put down here which are non-English, so that is already a great combination. So I'm actually going to restrict myself to the non-English ones, which means that for my award-winning book I have to see whether, for example, No Longer Human ever won some sort of an award. It's one of the best-selling novels in Japan, but I actually do not find anything about it having won something. That's a bummer, because if I cannot fit any of these onto my TBR, I'm gonna have to find another way to link all of these books. So Scattered All Over the World. So she has won many things, but for which book, of course? Yes. So this is the winner of an award, which we love to see. So winner of the 2022 National Book Award, Scattered All Over the Earth by Yoko Tabata. I'm going to give you synopsises for all of these in a second, okay? So we've got our third one. So this is the award. Non-English will be simple, and I might not even settle on it in this particular choice. So what do I still have? So BIPOC, right? Because this is award. So BIPOC and a book by a person of color. So the one thing that I kind of don't want to choose, but I'm gonna have to now, because I have all of my like Japanese and Korean translations in here now, except for the Junji Ito one. But maybe I should just embrace it and like the let's embrace it exactly like this. It's actually gonna work out pretty decently. So I wanted to get that book that I'm still trying to fit into November, but realistically speaking is going to be December onto this TBR. But I'm giving up on that. Instead, my book 4 and 5. So for the prompt of BIPOC representation and non-English, I'm going to go for No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai and its manga adaptation No Longer Human by Junji Ito. So this is going to be my 5-book TBR. With that, I'm going to be on... Oh, am I? Let's not speak too soon. I am not, probably. Very annoying. But maybe Scattered All Over the Earth does have another cover, but and that has black text on it, so that could work. Going back to the beginning. So first prompt I don't actually remember the order of the prompts, so I don't know why I'm saying it like this, but the first prompt that we got was BIPOC Rep, for which I'm going to be reading No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai. This is the shortest book on my TBR at this point in time. All I really know is that it was published like very shortly after the suicide of the author, and that I think it's going to be a very bleak book, and it is apparently seen as sort of like a reflection of its time. For non-English, we are reading No Longer Human by Junji Ito, which is the manga adaptation of the very same book, because No Longer Human is considered like one of the culminating pieces of Japanese literature and one of the sort of like pivotal books to talk about the post-war experience. For award, I'm reading Scattered All Over the Earth by Yoko Tabata, which is a post-apocalyptic book basically about a woman who thinks that she's the only woman left on Earth who speaks Japanese, but is going out in search of somebody who supposedly still speaks her native tongue. Then we have for Cozy, Welcome to the Hyunamdong Bookshop, which is a book translated from Korean, and which all I know about is that it's about a bookshop. And then for Winter Vibes, What You're Looking For Is in the Library by Michiko Aoyama, which is a book about a library and a cat. That's all I really know about these. But I'm going to combine them in terms of the color black. So this one definitely clearly has black on it. This one, the black, we'll have to find in either this lady's hair or like the tree in the background. This here, that's like the most black that's on this cover. Then we have the one that actually barely has any black, but it does have some black here. There's also another cover where the text is in black. No Longer Human, pretty self-evident. And Osama also has clearly black on the cover. And then all of these combine with one prompt, which is non-English, and they actually also combine with another prompt which is BIPOC, because all of these are Asian authors. So that is my TBR for Gamenightathon. With that I will unlock 4 extra spots. Those 4 extra spots are 4 extra ways, 4 extra prompts that I can fulfill. I'm not going to make my choices for those here. There are some books that I plan to fit into my December. So one of them is another book that is in translations, which is Strangers I Know by Claudia Durastanti. This is a book that I need to have read before like the 3rd of January. This is why this is on this particular video. It's translated from Italian. It is about a daughter for a daughter who hears, who has parents who don't hear, and I've forgotten everything else about the plot, so this is why I bought it. Then what I also do want to fit onto this TBR is the Bone Shard War, 3rd book in the Bone Shard Emperor series by Andrea Stewart. I've read the 1st and the 2nd book in this year, and I do want to finalize it before the year ends. Ideally, I will also read the next book in the Kushiel series, but to be fair, I still have to finish the 2nd one, which normally it would have been like the September-October book. It is end of November and I still have only read like 20% in it, so I think the 2nd book will also be finished in December, though I won't count it for Gamenightathon, which means that I don't actually think that there's much chance for me to finish the 3rd one in there as well. And in terms of all of this fantasy that I still have on here, I don't think I'm going to read any of it. As I indicated, there's a book that I'm currently like hoping to pick up soon that I probably won't finish in November, but that will also not be for my Gamenightathon, I think. But what could be for the Gamenightathon as well is a book that I will be receiving in my Illumicrate box. That one I could potentially count for Gamenightathon, but yeah. We'll see. That will be more of a sort of like spur of the moment, decision in the month of December, and I'm actually really happy with this selection, and it looks really nice together like this. Maybe this needs to be an Instagram picture. But so yeah, with that I'm going to round up this video. At least you have an idea of the first 5 things that I'm going to be logging for Gamenightathon. If you are participating, definitely let me know down below if you've already set up a TBR for it, or like if you're just gonna be winging it. And yeah, hope to see you guys in the month of December, and yeah, good luck to everybody participating in Gamenightathon. Bye!